All right, let's just dive right in. We're about to deconstruct the secret playbook of one of the most influential organizations on Earth. And to really get it, you have to stop thinking about them as just a company and start thinking about them as a mafia.
You know how it is in the movies, right? The classic gangster flick. It always starts with a blood oath, an unbreakable bond that ties you to this secret society for the rest of your life. You're in the family, you're protected, but you owe it your absolute, unquestioning loyalty.
Well, what if I told you that McKinsey & Company, the world's most prestigious consulting firm, has pretty much perfected the white-collar version of that very same oath? Now, we're not talking about crime here, of course. We're talking about something else, a system of power, loyalty, and global influence that's really second to none.
So what does McKinsey actually sell? The obvious answer is super expensive advice. You know, strategic slide decks for CEOs. And yeah, that's true, but honestly, that's just the cover story. Their most important product isn't something they sell to clients at all.
It's their people, or more specifically, their former employees. You see, McKinsey's real business isn't just consulting. It's operating the world's most elite leadership factory. The real product is the loyal, powerful global network of alumni that they place into the highest levels of business and government. That is the McKinsey Mafia.
And look, this network, it didn't just happen by accident. No way. It's a machine, a meticulously designed four-step flywheel that's engineered to create and then kind of weaponize this network. So let's break down the mechanics of how the mafia is actually made.
Okay, so here's the secret sauce, the blueprint. Step 1, you recruit the absolute elite. 2, you forge a new identity in them. 3, you seed the establishment with your people. And step 4, you harvest the network that you've built. It's a brilliant, self-sustaining cycle of influence.
So it all kicks off with the raw materials. McKinsey just vacuums up thousands of the world's most ambitious, over-credentialed young people from all the top schools. But they're not just looking for brains. They're looking for a very specific type, what you might call the insecure overachiever. Basically, the perfect clay for the next stage.
All right, next up is the forging. And believe me, step 2 is a total crucible. New recruits, they're thrown into this brutal upper-out system. You either advance, like right away, or you're shown the door. This crazy pressure cooker forces them to adopt a whole new language, a shared methodology, and this unshakable sense of superiority. If you survive it, you are bonded for life.
Okay, now watch how this all connects, because this right here, this is the strategic masterstroke. That insane upper-out system isn't just designed to find the best consultants. It's actually designed to push a ton of people out. The high turnover? That's a feature, not a bug. It's how they systematically seed the entire global establishment with McKinsey DNA, placing alumni in positions of power absolutely everywhere.
And then, finally, the payoff. The firm harvests the network. All those alumni, now sitting in corner offices, guess who they hire for new contracts? McKinsey. They basically become a private intelligence network, feeding back crucial info. And all together, they end up shaping the entire global business conversation. The flywheel has come full circle, feeding all that power right back to the center.
I mean, it sounds impressive on paper, right? A brilliant piece of social engineering. But does this leadership factory thing actually work? Like, how effective is it really? Well, the data is, frankly, just insane.
Just look at this number. 1 in 690. That is the actual statistical probability that any given McKinsey employee will one day become the CEO of a public company. That is an absolutely astronomical number.
And this chart just puts it all in perspective. You compare them to a rival, say Deloitte, and a McKinsey alum is over 3 times more likely to land that CEO job. This isn't just a leadership factory. It is without a doubt the single most efficient machine for producing corporate power on the entire planet.
But you know, a network this tight, this powerful, it's going to have some downsides, right? Critics bring up some really serious questions about cronyism, you know, where alumni just favor their own. There's also the real danger of groupthink, because everyone was literally trained to think the same way. And of course, that constant revolving door between the firm and its former employees who become clients, well, that raises some huge conflict of interest flags.
So here's the crucial point you have to get. The alumni network isn't just some nice little perk of the job. It's not a happy accident. It is the core business strategy. It's the ultimate sustainable competitive advantage that no rival can easily replicate.
Which means McKinsey's greatest innovation wasn't in management theory at all. It was in social engineering. They didn't just figure out how to design better companies. They figured out how to design a better way to build and wield human influence.
So, what's the final lesson from their playbook? For anyone out there trying to build something that's going to last, whether it's a company or a movement, this whole story shows you where the real power is found. And it's this. In the 21st century, the game is no longer won by who has the best product. It's won by who has the most powerful network. The ultimate measure of your success isn't just what you build, but the power of the human network you leave behind.
Which leaves us with one last question to think about. And remember, this isn't about crime. It's about strategy. Are you just building a company that people work for? Or are you building a mafia